right. Well, welcome in, everybody. It's Bilski back here with you. And
Hi, everyone. This is Heidi Watney.
there's
Welcome to
Heidi
the
Watney
show.
speaking. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But we, yeah. So, anyway, we are live here on the channel. And I'm going to be going into MLB 21, the show. I know most of you who have not already pre ordered this. I don't know why you wouldn't, considering that it is pre orderable. And if you got the Jackie Robinson edition, then you were able to either download this as I did or pick up from, well, I guess wherever you can pre-order hard copy video games, either from GameStop or Best Buy or Walmart or wherever. So I'm going to jump right into it here. I actually wanted to get on here and oh, apparently I've got some rewards. So I brought this up. I actually changed my icon. I found this in the MLB shop store. What? Okay, good. Stop messing around over there. Sorry. Little family stuff going on here. Anyway, so I changed the icon around. I sold some things that I got from. I don't really go into getting all the cards and doing all the Diamond Dynasty. So you probably see there the 38,967. That's from basically selling a bunch of stuff in the MLB store that I will never ever use. So, oh, that's what I was going to look into today. Stadium Creator. This should be interesting. I'm actually going to be playing a game a little bit later on. As you can see, there is the Field of Dreams field in here. Of course, here's the blank one where you can actually hopefully add cityscapes in the background. Hopefully, there's some default ones from the skyline of Philadelphia. I planned on making Veterans Stadium. But again, this is the first time for me going in here. So the blank canvas is probably what I would probably wind up crafting Veteran Stadium from, just because I didn't really see anything on here that looked like the old cookie cutter stadiums, if you will. That much like Three River Stadium, Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. You had all the Bush Stadium, the old Bush Stadium back in the '80s. Uh, they all had that pretty much one of a kind look, cookie cutter, if you will. And I don't think they have generic stadiums in here that look like that. Now, yeah, there's palm trees there. There's this here actually resembles somewhat, not much, but somewhat like old Connie Mack Stadium in Philadelphia. I mentioned that the other day. No, looking for Field of Dreams. I know one of my good friends, Zach Deli0316 on the WWE 2K family that I'm in. He was marking out over the Field of Dreams field, and I was too. I mean, if you're a baseball fan, Field of Dreams should be one of your quintessential favorites. Let's see. By the way, it probably sounds a little better. I'm using an old PS4 microphone and headset, and it seems to sound better. The other one sounded like I was talking through a tin can. I didn't like the way it sounded at all. But here's the blank one again. There was, I thought, in here the Field of Dreams. Maybe I missed it. Did I go past it? Let me see here. No, definitely not. Baseball and snow does that mix? You can ask people in Detroit and Cleveland. This one has promise. Um, there it is. There it is. There's the Field of Dreams. Cornfield. So yeah, that's that in and of itself, you don't need anything to add on to that if you wanted to play on the Field of Dreams. This is probably about as close to it as you're going to get. If you build it, they will come. I swear this looks like the old Camden River Sharks Stadium. Living here in South Jersey, the Camden River Sharks was a independent league baseball team. The field was actually called Campbell's Field. It was right near the old, it's not old, still there, the Campbell Soup headquarters, believe it or not, is located in Camden. Excuse me. And that stadium was it was really cool because you can go there on a Friday night and it's right near the river, and it was a warm night. You had the warm air blowing around. You had fireworks at the end of the game, and yeah, you got to take in a relatively inexpensive baseball experience. Um, those of us who are spoiled by going to Citizens Bank Park would opt to go there, but hey, going to the old Campbell's Field over there for Camden River Sharks game was quite the experience. That's a pretty cool old school looking stadium there. Well, anyway, I'm going to try to jump into it here. I'm going to go back to the generic one with nothing on the ground. Where is it? Blank canvas. There we go. All right. This actually had its first update recently. Let's go to tutorials. Learn as you explore. In easy edit mode, edit only existing props with items. I can't manually move all dimensions. No, I want pro, man. I want pro. I want to add or delete everything. All right.
Hey kid, coach here. So you want to be the next great stadium architect? Baseball Zone and Tony Gotti. Well, here's where it all starts. Your stadium hub. Navigate the hub using the directional buttons. Each of these options is a quick access point. To practice going in and out of the stadium hub, press forward on the left stick to enter the 3D editor.
Ooh.
Or by selecting the Prop Inventory Hub option.
Nice.
Look at that. A baseball world at your fingertips. Now press the touchpad button to get back to the stadium hub. Practice bouncing between the stadium hub and 3D editor by repeating this until you're comfortable. Practice. We talking about practice? You better believe it.
Hey, that's an Allen Iversonism. Cool. All right. So the coach there talking about practice, we talking about practice. That's actually pretty cool. Editing modes, easy versus pro. Let's see what coach has to say here.
Now, foremost in the hub is the editing mode switch. This is a toggle that changes between easy or pro editing modes. Think about it like this. In easy editing mode, coach makes all the plays, calls all the signs, and you can only make changes that are coach approved. In pro editing mode, well, you're on your own. Full control over every piece. Maybe too much control. Press forward on the left stick to enter the 3D editor. Let's try to change a light structure. Navigate with the left stick until your cursor is over the light structure. Select the light structure using X and cycle through the available props using the directional buttons. Easy as that. Continue to practice navigating and making selections and changes in easy mode. Even the best architects will make use of easy mode for its simplicity and the advantages within.
I wish I could actually move that that window when the coach comes on there and starts talking there. It gives you that video tutorial. Let's get out of here. So we'll move in here. We'll look at the center field wall. Obviously, this should probably be, if it's old Veterans Stadium, I'm going to have to go get pictures of Veterans Stadium and take a look. Interesting. So this would be the batter's eye out here. Wow. Now, it's been so long since Veterans Stadium has been around. I mean, it came down in 2004. That's 17 years ago. In fact, it was 17 years ago this March that it came down. I actually forgot what the outfield wall looked like. That is Citizens Bank Park. That I know for absolute certitude. That I recognize those brick walls and ivy anywhere. But yeah, I'm going to have to really go back and look at Veterans Stadium and get a look at the wall. It's funny. I also did the wrestling games, the WWE 2K, and you could actually create your own arena, but you actually had a base of which to create from. You had the ability to, oh, what stadium properties, change your stadium name, location, other important details. You had the ability to place stuff in there, like change the ring, change the lighting in a way, change the staging, but you couldn't really actually make the stadium from scratch or the arena from scratch. You were sort of hamstrung as to, how to do that. Oh, you can lower too. Look at that. Gotta get the dimensions. This is going to be some tedious work right here. This is going to be some tedious work. Okay, so we'll get back to the main screen here. Stadium properties. I'm going to put Veteran Stadium WIP. I'll get a somewhat of a feeling as to, yeah, I can spell, of what the builders back in the mid to late 60s were going through when they were trying to craft Veteran Stadium in South Philadelphia. My God, I need a keyboard for my controller. Veterans. Jesus. That's horrible. I think it might be well served to actually go with a stadium that's already been built and sort of make changes there. That way I could get an idea. Because right now, this blank canvas thing is a little rough on the eyes to try to get depth perception. I got to get dimensions for it for Old Veteran Stadium and Philadelphia, baby. My goodness. So this, in and of itself, and it's funny mentioning the wrestling games again. When my friends and I did my brothers of the WWE 2K World. In fact, we do have a page that we featured some of our creations on. We haven't created in a while, but it's we have all of our creations there, all the graphics that Zach made and wrestlers that Clint and Randy made. It was a really cool experience, and we were able to do many things, but I'll tell you what, this is just, I mean, you talk about stadium location, USA, PA, baby. This is a lot of work. PA. I'll just put PA. There we go. Altitude, seating color. Well, you can only have one seat color? Well, right before the vet closed, it had blue seats, so I guess we'll go with blue. We'll stick with blue. To finish my thought, we had made arenas, crafted them the best we could, based upon the abilities that we had at the time, the building pieces that we had at the time. We could add logos to make it look more realistic, but this is a whole nother animal altogether. This is literally from the ground up. Year built, 1971. No, that's when it opened. We'll put the year it opened. Yes. Cement, concrete. Yeah, we need city. We definitely need city. Okay. Sure. The usual. You're going to go to Acme now? Okay. Okay. Now you need lemons too? Okay. The normal. The usual. Yeah. Well, is the coffee done? Oh. Oh, no. I thought you were going to get breakfast. But if you do, I'll take the usual. The sandwich and the hash browns. Love you. All right. So, as you can see, there are many backgrounds. Our wife is going to the store, making cupcakes later today. So, you got coastal, large city, medium city. I'm probably going to wind up going with medium city. and then see if I could actually, go edit from there. Let me see if I can. There we go. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Can we bring it down? There we go. Now see, this view right here, bring it down. This view right here is where you would be if you were actually batting. So that's what we would see in the background. Now, I don't think I actually like that at all. Delete. I don't want to delete the pictures now. I want to delete the background. Let's see. Height control. Zoom. Okay, zoom with the bumper buttons. Wow, you get city all around you. Okay. I'm sure I wonder if you actually put a parking lot in here. I actually don't want that cityscape anymore. So we'll go back to scenery. Okay, why is it not moving? It's funny, in Citizens Bank Park, they actually have in the outfield that used to be the old Holiday Inn, which could be seen. It was kind of like a yellow building, yellow for lack of a better term, a gold building. It was an old Holiday Inn, which wasn't used for years, and that was razed, that was taken down, and then a new hotel casino called Live was put in its place. And let me tell you, we went to the game on Saturday the 3rd, and I'll tell you what, that place is humongous. And if you play this game, you played Citizens Bank Park, you're apt to see it. If you're batting, you'd probably see it off to the right center field, over the right center field wall. So it's pretty cool. Coastal, large city. I don't want it that close. I would have to go with medium city. Yeah, I'll have to go with medium city. Let's see here. Change your infield grass type. Ooh, we got to go with AstroTurf, baby. Synthetic turf, yes. Do they have AstroTurf? Nope. Synthetic it is. No pattern. No pattern. No pattern. No pattern. AstroTurf never had a pattern. And I dare say it didn't have. Maybe I can change the dirt pattern too. There were circles. First, second, third were dirt, and the base paths were AstroTurf. I remember Pete Rose, when he used to get the out of first base, he used to bounce the ball off the AstroTurf. That's pretty cool. I don't want a pattern. What? I guess we're just got to stick with pattern too. No, 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 no. Okay. So apparently it's not going to let me do just the circle areas around the bases. It's going to have dirt base paths, which I'm not a fan of. But as it was in the wrestling game that we did, were hamstrung by certain limitations, and apparently it's going to be that way as well here, because, like I said, in Old Veterans Stadium, around home plate, around first, second, third, were just little dirt areas, circles, and of course the pitcher's mound, and there were no dirt base paths. There was just turf. However, that's not going to be the case here. Stadium properties. I already did that. Oh, share and browse community creations. Don't want to do that. Actually, I'm going to look to see if I'm going to try to create my own, but if I see somebody that has actually created Veteran Stadium, I think I'm going to give it a try. Well, we're going to save it here. And we're going to get out of this. Hopefully I can load it later. Excuse me. Allergies. You gotta love allergies. Okay. Exit. I think I saved it, right? Yeah. I just saved it again. All right. More on that later. Look at some of the other things you can do on here. We'll get out of that. 419, unlock a legend in a new first inning player program. These are all the new things coming up between now and next Friday. Yeah, that stadium creator I can see right now, that's going to be a lot of time-consuming stuff right there. That's going to take a while. That's not going to be something that can be easily done right away. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to go back into that and actually see if actually somebody created Veteran Stadium. I doubt it because I think only this game's only literally been out for a day. Let me see. Let me bring up the menu. No, that's not what I want. How do I? How do I bring up my stadium? All right. So I have to find a way to get the stadium that I was working on. I'm sure there's a way to load it. I did save it. There's got to be a way to pull that stadium up. My collection. Oh. No, those are the stadiums I would unlock. Now, where is the stadium that I just started working on? See, I'm learning all this now for the first time, so I do not honestly know. I guess you just have to pick a stadium, then go in, then find the one you're working on. Hopefully I can pull it up from the menu in the stadium creator. All right, here we go. Load. Please say Veteran Stadium. Please say Veteran Stadium. Please say Veteran Stadium. Where's Veteran Stadium? Why is Veteran Stadium not in there? File management. Okay. So apparently, yeah, from the looks of things, it didn't save. That's not good. I clicked load. The screen disappears. Yeah, this is not good. No, 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 no. Don't save. Don't save. All right, let's see if we can. No. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Load. There's a crowd there. I did not put that there. Well, this is a little disconcerting. I I had something saved and it didn't save. Save and exit. I don't even know what button that is. It should have saved. I know I saved it twice. File management doesn't do anything. Yeah. That's a little disconcerting. So it's not under file management. It's not under load. So I have no idea where my stadium went. I named it. I put a city on it. I named it Veteran Stadium, work in progress, and it's nowhere to be found. That's not happy. That's not happy at all. Well, we'll have to find out about that. Have to learn a little bit more about this. Let's see. We'll check out today's game coming up later this afternoon. Phil's actually won last night over the Cards by a final score of 9-2, as we will see here. There you go. So this is the actual MLB schedule, which is what I usually go along with. Today, I believe it will be Chase Anderson on the bump for the Fightin' Phils. So that's their alternates, huh? Interesting. I do like those alternate jerseys, though. I really wish the shoes wouldn't change color when you change the jerseys. I know it's kind of strange, but let's go to alternate home. Actually, these home 49 jerseys look very much like the alternate home. I believe it's Chase Anderson supposed to go today. It might be Noah. Let me look at the actual schedule. Let me just see here. It will be... No, Matt Moore will be facing Kwang Young Kim. I wonder if he's related to Byung Hung Kim, who used to play. So it will actually be Matt Moore. But before we do that, I want to go into settings. Make sure my settings at least saved. If not, I'll have to load them. Settings, audio, video.
Hey, this is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show. Hey guys, Mark DeRosa.
We don't need that. We don't need that. I will most likely be calling the action for that, so we don't really need that. Presentation. Okay. Gameplay. Let's see. Fisheye. No, I think we're going to do catcher high. Catcher high brings you in a little closer, but not too close. Just right where I need it. Catcher high. There it is. I do like to guess the pitches. I'm one of the few that actually uses guess pitch. Actually, me and Uncle Russ actually use, which we are going to try to hook up some games with Uncle Russ and I, as we did last season. Do some gaming, just the two of us. Also, Coach Mark might be jumping in too, another friend of ours that we play Call of Duty with. We might get him in some games as well. Let me see here. Pitching. Okay. How about fielding? Where's fielding? There we go. Showtime. All right. So the settings are good. Like I said, it's a little disconcerting that I saved the stadium, I renamed it and everything, and then all of a sudden it's not there. So I'm actually going to be getting off here in a little bit because we're actually expecting our new dining room set delivered today. I know that's really not a care of any of yours, but I'll be doing that. And while they're here delivering that, I will be most likely involved in that situation. So When they get here, I'm going to jump off. All right, so the settings are good. Pitch selection cameras, game ticker, good. Everything's good there. All right. Yes. Let's see if I can actually load my my rosters, file management. Load rosters. Save rosters. Nope. Oh yeah, there it is. Good. Well, let's see what the boys look like. I can't believe that it didn't save. I wonder if it's in the vaults. I'm not going to look at that right now. I will say that now getting to the vaults and getting to create a player, edit players, do all that getting to that by this little create icon here at the top of the screen does make it a lot easier. The selector on this version of the game, and this year's version, is a lot easier to navigate. Let's see. All right. There's Bryce. I'm so glad they actually updated his look. Although I will say everybody in this game has blonde hair, which is rather strange in and of itself. But I believe I was looking at Gene Segura. He even has blonde highlights in his little goatee there. That's funny. Jose Alvarado. This dude throws some heat, I'll tell you. Boy, the detail on this is just insane. You can see the little tiny stitchings in the 46 on the back of his jersey there. This is the PS5 version, by the way. There will be times I may actually play on the PS4 version. Either way, it'll be right here on the Bilski channel. Let's see. You know what? We're going to just go ahead and jump in and play today's game. Roster control, save roster. Better save it. Cancel. No, we don't want to do that. So now when the MLB does their regular weekly or bi-weekly updates on the roster, you can actually download it and load it and just go ahead and play a game as well. But I'm going to save my custom one. Let's go roster. All right. Yep. Saving done. All right. So let's go to the schedule here. There's different modes here. Challenge of the week is pretty cool. You got to scroll down here, agree to this, agree to that, blah, blah, blah. This is all the stuff that nobody ever reads. And then when a discrepancy happens, you're like, well, I didn't read all the fine print. So the matchup is Fernando Tatis, who is actually looking like he's in the minors because, much like in real life, he is actually on the injured list. So they put I believe that is their minor league uniform, either double or triple A. And that is the cover athlete for the show this year. I remember our Bryce Harper was the cover guy 2 years ago in 19. But basically, you go in here and you try to hit the ball, you get points, and then if you really score high points, let's see what the current leaderboard is. Oh my God. Good grief. 2,535,991 points. Yeah, no. Those are some good hitters right there. No gameplay tips. Wow, that's a lot of points right there. So that's that. Moments is pretty sweet. You can actually go into and welcome to moments. You can actually relive moments from years past. There's 2020. Of course, now it's going to make a liar out of me. You used to be able to go into literally like back into the 60s, back in when Jackie Robinson played, back when into the 80s, 70s, 60s, all the way back, even when Babe Ruth played And obviously, if you do the Jackie Robinson moment, you can unlock the Jackie Robinson Foundation bat, which is pretty cool. Um, Team Affinity Evolution. So they take certain game situations and you replay those for points for rewards. So you can go into the store and buy stuff, buy players, buy cards, buy Diamond Dynasty players, all that stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, I myself am not. Daily Moments, April. Welcome to Daily Moments. Play today's moment and earn progress in the Daily Moments program. Play every day for rewards and loot. Look out for days that give double progress. Now, like I said, it used to be, well, this is one of my favorites. Let's do 2 players. Use Bryce. Who else we want to get up here? What's his name's not even on. Fernando Tatis Jr. is not even on here. Wow. Okay. There's Giants. There he is. Yeah, he's in the minors. Okay, that's why he was on the team. Let's do Pete Alonso. It could be the other one. Well, that's got to change. I guarantee that'll change because the All-Star game isn't in Atlanta this year. It's in Colorado. It's in Denver. And we're not going to do it there anyway. We're going to take it right to Citizens Bank Park. Minor Leagues Classic. Ooh. Forbes Field. No. Grounds, Griffith. I wish they'd put. Now they put Shea Stadium in here, but they don't put Veteran Stadium. The Metrodome. Dolphin Stadium, which is where the Miami Dolphins and the Marlins played at one point. I believe this is Old Atlanta. What was that? Turner Field? Old Texas. Shibe Park. This is Connie Mack Stadium. Now, they have Connie Mack Stadium in there, but they don't have Veteran Stadium. I don't get that even a little bit. Guaranteed rate field. What is that, the Royals Stadium? Is that the Royals? No, it's the White Sox. Oh, okay. See, all these stadiums keep changing their names. Progressive Field used to be called Jacobs Field. Coors Field, that's the same. Comerica Park, used to be Tiger State. Minute Maid's the same. Kauffman's the same. Dodger Stadium will never change. Marlins Park, Target Field. You know, it's weird still seeing the seeing them play outdoors after playing in the Metrodome. Randy, I just saw your question, and I will have to do that, my friend. I will do that just for you. I will go into the Legends area. I was going to do Home Run Derby, but I can check that. Let me, roster control. Okay, edit player. Let's go to Legends. All right, that's my boy right there. That's South Jersey's own Mike Trout right there. I so wish he'd be on the Phillies right now. Imagine him and Harper on the same team. You talk about a powerhouse. If there is a Legends team, it should be in here somewhere. There are minor league teams as well, apparently. I don't see any Legends here. Let me. I don't know why they wouldn't be in here, Randy. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking. Let me see something here. No, I can't. Now, usually when you go through these rosters, usually you can. I mean, I would guess you could get to the Legends. I mean, Randy, unless you know where the Legends roster is, they're not in here. Let me try something else. Yeah, okay. I know they're in here. I just don't know where to find them. That's the problem. I thought they would be in the rosters, but I can't find them. Let me go to roster control for a second. Trade menu? Okay. Oh, I know. It'll probably be under. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got it. And then if you wanted to do a free agent acquisition, good point. Let me try it. All right. Let's go to the fills. Can I not trade in here? Player movement. Okay, here we go. Let's go over here. Yeah, there's some legends in here. Let's do it. Mid-century groundbreakers, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, the Mick, Brooks Robinson, Willie McCovey, Roberto Clemente, Ralph Kiner, Stan the Man Musial, Cy Young, Walter Johnson, Bob Gibson, Babe Ruth. Man, that looks like him. Whew. Tom Seaver, Tom Terrific, just passed away recently. May he rest in peace. Christy Mathewson, Philly's own Robin Roberts, who, yeah, he was he was dominant back in his day. Eddie Matthews, Jackie Robinson, the man himself. There he is. Actually, he is the cover athlete of this particular game because I got the Jackie Robinson version. Lou Gehrig, how's this working for you there, Randall? I could probably bring you on here if you were on the PlayStation right now. If you were on your, because I think even though I'm on PS5, I could still bring you on here. Look at Raleigh Fingers with the handlebar mustache, Phil Necro, the knuckleballer, Hal Neuhauser, Honus Wagner, Duke Snyder. Wow. Joe Torre. Believe it or not, yes, folks, he was a major league catcher. He was for the Cardinals for the most part. Dale Murphy is your boy? Why is Dale Murphy your boy? He never played for St. Louis. Whitey Ashburn. There he is. I'm glad they put him in there. That's just mid-century. We haven't even gotten to the... There's got to be other legends in here. Oh, there we go. Ricky Henderson. Fernando. Vida Blue. Harold... there's my boy right there. Dennis Eckersley. I used to try to throw like him. So now we're getting into the more modern day. Oh, grew up watching TBS. Well, we all did. 6:05 Saturday nights. I mean, that was required viewing. There's the Eck, the Rhino, Ryan Sandberg, George Brett, heck of a third baseman for the Royals. Eddie Murray of the... Well, he played for the Indians, but when I started watching, he was first baseman for the Baltimore Orioles. Don Sutton, who also just passed away recently. Frank Tanana. Gary Carter, the Mets. Mike Scott, the Astros. Now, there's a guy who we didn't really want to hate, but we did because he played for the Mutts, or the Mets, but we call him the Mutts. Mike Piazza out of Norristown, PA. Grew up a Phillies fan, too. Played for the Dodgers and the Mutts. There's Griff Jr. Joe Morgan also played for the Phillies in '83. And there's my boy right there, Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Mm-mm. Actually, speaking of editing things, and Randy, I know you're still watching there. I wish you could actually edit the appearances of the wrestlers or the ball players, much like the wrestlers, which you can't really, other than their equipment, their attire, blah blah blah. On here, you can't do anything. There's your boy Ripken right there, by the way. So if you're waiting for Cal Ripken Jr., there he is. Alan Trammell, Mr. October, R.G. Jackson, Dave Parker, Robin Yount of the Brewers, the Brew Crew back in the day, the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith, Willie Stargell, Ron Guidry of the Yankees, Tony Perez also played for the Phillies. He was on the Big Red Machine along with Pete Rose and Joe Morgan, and ironically enough, they were on the National League Championship team in 1983. Wade Boggs of the Red Sox, heck of a ball player. Billy Williams, I think he was on the Cubs. Him and Willie McCovey, I think, were on the Cubs, if I'm not mistaken. No, McCovey was on the Giants. There was a 1-2 punch that the Cubs had back in the day. Yeah, I hear you, Randy. Face scans is something that only Clint knew how to do. We're talking about stuff that most of the baseball people that come on here don't have a clue what I'm talking about. But yeah, Clint would be able to do some tremendous face scans. And I got to say, even Got Mark 76, our brother, did a heck of a job with that too in the few that he made. There's Jim Palmer of the Orioles, Bruce Sutter, Sans Beard. Well, see, I was watching at. There's Bruce Sutter. He should be. Wasn't he 1T? That says Sutter. It should be 1T, shouldn't it? You'll have to hit me up on that there, Randy. And you being the lifelong St. Louis Cardinals fan out there in St. Louis. I thought it was 1T. But when I started watching him, he had a beard. He didn't look like that. Burt Blyleven, Goose Gossage. Yeah, they did a decent job with him. Catfish Hunter played for the A's. Oh, Sutter is correct. Oh, okay. Sorry, when I think of Sutter, I think of Rich and Ron Sutter who played for the Flyers. I don't think of Bruce. There's Catfish Hunter, Tony Gwynn, Rod Carew, Tom Henke, Paul Molitor, Lou Brock, John Franco. Now we're getting into some more close to modern day. There's Chef, J-Roll, Alfonso Soriano. So if you were trying to put some old school teams together, if you want to try to put together some, you know, championship caliber teams from 10, 15 years ago, that's me included, you could probably go in here and find them. Prince Fielder. It's funny to think he's retired. He didn't play very long. Larry Walker, Robbie Alomar, Jeff Bagwell, Vladimir Guerrero. His son is playing right now. Grady Sizemore, Edgar Martinez, Pedro. Played for the Phillies for a cup of coffee. In fact, he was on the National League Championship team against the Yankees back in 2009. Greg Maddox of the Cubs, and most notably, he started with the Cubs. Most notably for the Braves. Arguably one of the greatest closers, if not the greatest closer of all time, Mariana Rivera, and that's not coming from a Yankees fan. That's a Phillies fan saying that. But Mariana Rivera has probably got some records that may never again be repeated. If you look at the saves, look at all these saves over the years. I mean, dude could put the ball away. He started in '95, retired in 2013, or at least that's his last known statistic. Chipper Jones, Craig Biggio, the big hurt, Frank Thomas. This guy should have been in like a tight end or something. That dude was a horse. Pudge Rodriguez, Mark Pryor, formerly the Cubs, John Smoltz. Cliff Lee. Now there's a guy who really, he was part of the four horsemen that we had on the Phillies. We had Doc Halladay, we had Cliff, we had Roy Oswalt, we had Cole Hamels. That was our four horsemen. They removed a bunch. I'm bummed. I already have rosters ready. Who did they remove? Who am I missing? Sorry, the boys down here too. Free agent pool has legends too. Check there too. Free agent pool. Okay. Well, I'm just looking at the ones that are no longer playing. Eric Gagne, Billy Wagner, pitched for the Phillies for a cup of coffee. I can't stand him. 1993. He stuck a dagger in all our hearts when he hit that home run off Mitch Williams. That still stings. Jim Thome. Murphy. No. Murphy's there, isn't he? Did I miss him? Wait a minute. I thought Murphy was there. Oh, let's go to free agents. Let's see. He's got to be in here. Well, if he wasn't in the other menus, he's got to be in this one. What the heck's McCutcheon? Oh, that's his Pittsburgh Pirates stuff. Yeah, I'm looking in there right now, Randy. Eddie Murray, Miguel Cabrera, Bob Dibble, John Lester. I'm in free agents right now, Randy. Hopefully we can find him. What? There's Ken Griffey Jr. Shane O'Vick. That was one of my favorites. Shane Victorino. John Olerud. A.J. Burnett. We had him. In fact, he won the only game against the Yankees in the 2009 World Series. We were there for that. Here's Cole. Johnny Damon, Al Leiter, Adam Dunn, Nelson Cruz. I'm looking, baby. I'm looking. Babe Ruth, Edgar. That's when Babe Ruth was just a young pup. He was pitching at the time. Nick Markakis, Jacob deGrom. Phil Niekro, Jason Hayward, Roberto Osuna. Okay. It's a long list. As you can see the cursor on the right side of that column there, it's still up pretty high. There's Cal Ripken, older Cole Hamels with a beard. It's interesting because in WWE 2K, they have all kinds of different versions of The Undertaker, different versions of Triple H, different versions of Stone Cold. So far, I've seen at least 2 or 3 versions of Cole Hamels. That's what he looks like today. Old man Hamels. I remember when he first came up. Dave Robertson, he was on the Phillies last year. There's Billy Wagner in his old Houston Astros uniform. Goose Gossage was on the White Sox? I don't remember that at all. Jonas Cepeda, Jed Gurko, Rick Porcello, Homer Bailey. That means he's a legend. Yeah. Not that he's left-handed. But to answer your question, I think he's actually batted right-handed like you. Fingers. I'm still scrolling, man. I don't know what's his rating. What's his rating? 99. Dude, stop. I'm live. Don't. Sit down. Oh, I'm gonna have to step away for a minute. Find out what his rating. Yeah, 99. Okay, I'll have to keep looking. He's got to be in here somewhere. I can do a player search too, so I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. I'll have to do a player search. Pretty sure there's a way I can look for him. They removed Duke Snyder too, huh? Let me see. Player search. Nope, not there. Sorry, Randy. You're gonna have to create him from scratch, I guess. Dale Murphy, DXC, Cena, WWE for life. I need a name from you, man. I can't call you that. I need a name. Yeah, so Dale Murphy is not in the game. Anybody else you're looking for? Duke Snyder? I can try him. Thought I saw Duke Snyder in there. No, I'm hitting the search button, and am I hitting the right button? Yep, he's not in there either, Randy. Yeah, you got to think that if you go in, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, he may be there. I read who they were moving. Well, I can't find Duke Snyder or your boy Dale Murphy, so they were removing. Okay. Well, let me go up to the vault. I can do that. And let's look for him. Player search. All right. Let's find Dale freaking Murphy. I kind of like Dale too. He was on the Phillies for a little while. Murph made the rounds. But yeah, he was a long time Atlanta Brave. Nope. Nobody created him as of yet, Randy. Sorry about that, buddy. I'm sure somebody will create him eventually. Keep in mind, this game has not been released nationally yet. I only have this because I pre-ordered it, and it's the Jackie Robinson version. I'm pretty sure the mid-grade, whatever the middle one. Yes, I definitely have to keep an eye out because I don't know if you were on earlier when I was going through the Create a Stadium deal. I actually at least named Veteran Stadium, and then I saved it. I went back to go find it, and I don't even know how to find it. I hit load. I went into file management, and it was nowhere to be found, which is a little disheartening, I gotta say. Let's see if we can find Duke Snyder. Duke. I'm just gonna put in Duke. How many Dukes are there, for God's sake? Well, give me some other names you're looking for, Randy, and I'll see if he's in here. Nope. No Duke. Most of the ones that are going to be in here are ones that they didn't put in the game for this particular era. Yep. And they also have one that give you the most up-to-date, most realistic-looking, era-specific, this era, this season rosters. I think it's like Knight Ryden, which is obviously weird because me being Knight would be Knight Rider, but it's like a 5 or 6 person group that makes the actual rosters. Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, by June there will be a lot more because by then everybody will be in, stuff will be created. Let me see if there's any. As you can see, you can actually make logos too. I told Zach about this, and he was. I told him there's rosters there. So these are where the rosters would be. People put a lot of work into this. I mean, but I don't see stadiums though. Oh, you actually have to go into Stadium Creator to look for that. Yeah, so I started in earnest to at least get the layout for. Actually, Zach was more. I got to show you this. I don't know if you've seen this earlier. The cornfield is in here. He wanted. He was for this. He was pumped for this. Field of Dreams. I guess it could be the Field of Dreams. It's close enough. I don't know if it's the exact layout because I guess for I will be playing this afternoon's games. Yes, I will be playing the 4:05 game. I will be doing that in a little while. Um, yeah, but yeah, the Field of Dreams is in here, and it's got to be really cool. I don't know why anybody would want to change this. I was actually going through here looking to see if there was something that looked like an old cookie cutter stadium, like your old Busch Stadium, that old cookie cutter veteran stadium. Unlike the one that I created for WWE 2K18, an actual stadium. Um, Trying to get something that has like a third deck. The only thing I don't like about it is that, and even when I was trying to do the Veteran Stadium earlier, you only pick one seat color. As you remember, back in the '80s, Veteran Stadium had 3 or 4 different seat color combinations. Well, that's the hope. If we can get some old school stadiums by midsummer, that'd be great. Um, it'd be interesting to see if anybody can create Veteran Stadium. That would be good. This is probably the only thing that I could see that could possibly work. Um, just because it has a third deck. Obviously, there was no sort of outfield area. I'd have to close that off with more, probably just the hitter's eye. It was just, I do remember that. Center field was nothing but just a black covered wall. That at one time they had a scoreboard out there, a huge scoreboard in center field. Um, but I don't see anything in here that I could possibly use as a base. There's the blank canvas. And again, this is what I wanted to use to start Veteran Stadium. Put a little cityscape in the background, put some walls in there. Oh, yeah, a ton to discover in here. We've only just begun. It's very deep. There's a lot of creativity you can do in here. If you're into time consuming things, and I know you got your hands full with the NWF and trying to create for, I think I've read that you were getting on the PC creations now, so you got your hands full on that. But if you're going to jump into this, once you get this game, by the way, I think you can also do this for the PS4. You don't need a PS5 to do this. I'll have to fire up the PS4 version later, because if you get the PS5 version, you automatically get the PS4 version. So I'll have to check to see if Stadium Creator is in that. Stadium Creator is pretty cool too, because you can either do an easy one or you can do a pro one, which allows you more freedom, more creative ability. Yeah, major canvas. This is a start. I could potentially do something with this one. The blank canvas, not so much. Not so much. They say you can actually easy. No, we want pro. Okay, so that's how you do that. I could do something with this, possibly. No, PS5 does. PS4 may not. I'll have to check. But PS5 certainly does because that's what I'm on now. So if I could probably do something with that. Yeah, I know. I could probably do something with this, but 35K. It's 32% complete. See, now I'm really going to have to go and look at some vintage pictures of Veteran Stadium. The only thing I don't like about this is that you can't. Let me go back up here. You see, I mentioned this earlier when I was trying to do a Veteran Stadium prior to this. You see the diamond right there. In Veteran Stadium and the old cookie cutter stadiums, the turf was AstroTurf. There is a turf selector, synthetic grass, which I guess could be AstroTurf in this case. But the diamond was not existent. There were lines, but the only thing that had dirt on it was home plate, first base, second base, third base, and of course, home plate and then mound. That's the only place there was dirt. I don't know how it was in Busch Stadium, but in Veterans Stadium, that was the only dirt. Everything else, literally everything else was AstroTurf. And I don't see the ability to do that. Yeah, you can move it in. You can do that. I plan on, if I get this right, if I can add walls like this. Let me see here. If I can just take this entire wall section here and just continue it all the way around and connect it, that would be the beginning, the impetus of the old cookie cutter stadium. So that's from way out. God, I hope you don't have to put in all the neighborhoods and all that stuff. That would be another task in and of itself. I'd have to try to figure out where geographically everything fell into place, because I know at one portion there was like a neighborhood back here, and then over here would be Center City, and then over here would be, because it's literally exactly backwards of Citizens Bank Park. In other words, center field and Veterans Stadium would be looking at home plate at if I looked at it properly, I think would be pointed directly at home plate of Citizens Bank Park. So the stadium's actually backwards, I think. I might be backwards, maybe. Yeah, this is making me dizzy. Yeah, how about that? I had the tutorial on there, and I'm gonna have to go through and actually watch all the videos. Um, Let me see here. Yes, it is extremely detailed. I'll have to go in and watch all the videos. The coach guy, the puppet, sort of gives you the tutorial of it. Let's bring that back down. Ooh, zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. Coming in from center field. So if we can get, it is a huge addition. If I can somehow get this thing closed off, I might actually make this Veteran Stadium. Look at that. Look at it. Let's go through the concourse. Look at this. That's pretty sweet right there. Get up. No. Oh, look at that. You can go downstairs. Look at that. Lower concourse. Oh. Wow, look at this. You can actually go through the stadium. Let's take a walk through the concourse, shall we? Actually, we can go up one. There we go. Now you're up in the nosebleeds. See the planes go by. They're all wearing Los Angeles stuff because they won the World Series. Wow. I don't know, Randy. I don't know if you can design a concourse or not. I'm going to say probably not. But I don't know, because, I mean, if they do cutscenes of the stadium and they show people walking through the concourses, I'm sure they would need that detail. Could. That I do not know. As far as I know, you can only add seats and stands. Right, here's the main concourse. There's the press box. Let's go in here, see if you can see microphones and whatnot. Why does it keep going down? I want to go up. Up. There we go. That's what I was saying. Yeah, you got enough on your hands. You'd be best served to just wait to see if somebody created Old Busch Stadium. I'm actually surprised that that's not in the game already either. It's funny. They always used to call Veterans Stadium a dump. From anybody that I've ever heard from the New York area who was a Mets fan said the exact same thing about Shea Stadium, yet that's in there. I don't get that even a little bit. But yeah, if I can somehow get this setup, this 3-deck setup all the way around here, and get it over and connect it, we'll be in good shape. We'll be in good shape. So I'm going to save this. How do I save it? Why is it not saving? It's not saving. Oh. Well, it said you could save and exit. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Save changes. I'm actually going to rename this right now. Stadium properties. Okay. I gotta go get my coffee. My wife just got back with coffee, and it's sitting upstairs getting cold. Philadelphia, PA. Now, if we can only do this in the upcoming WWE 2K22, I would love to make the Philadelphia Civic Center from scratch, or the Spectrum from scratch, or any other building from scratch. I would put in some time for that. And after the debacle of creation in the last game from 2K21 or 2K20, my hopes are not that high for that particular creative mode in the upcoming WWE 2K. Well, the uniforms are definitely available. You can put the Expos uniforms on when you go in to play a game. You can do that. I didn't see create a team on here. That's not to say that it's not in here. I just don't know where to find it. I'd have to really go and pick through here and see what I can see. Altitude? Sure. Templates. One classic field level. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Seating color blue because you're only allowed one seat color, apparently. Okay. Now this is what we ran into before. So I'll hit that, then I'll go into save to vault. No, because I'm not quite ready yet. So it still says Veteran Stadium, so that's a promise. Maybe I saved it the right way this time. Huh. There's the old Veteran Stadium I was working on. uh, let's get out of this. So, scenery, outfield wall. Let's do it. Why can I not move? Oh my. Oh my. What was that? Sorry. I'm downstairs and upstairs there's anarchy. Wow, that's how you raise the wall. I gotta get out of this. Let me read that again, Randy. I didn't even read that. Yes, that would be great. 7 months of learning. Oh, you're going to launch in January. You're doing that all on the PC, are you? I got to get out of this. I got to get out of this. Save. Exit. Now, hopefully, when I go back in to look at that, I have a feeling that the only way I'm going to be able to get that stadium pulled off is actually sit there and actually create it for hours on end, which, of course, I don't have that kind of time. So. Oh, I'm sure you'll get there, Randy. Um, I'm assuming that now you're doing everything on the PC and now you're off the PlayStation. Is that what I'm getting here? You're not using PlayStation anymore? Probably well served to go on PC because you could probably do a lot more on there. I remember I used to have the. Yeah, it will take a lot of time. The problem is that what I've saved so far, I've already tried one other time to save a Veterans Stadium. That was just with a blank lot and a baseball field. So I don't know whether or not it would save or not. I'll have to go back and look at it. But oh, never. Hey, keep checking Best Buy. Keep checking that. Keep checking Walmart.com or the Walmart app. Um, my friend Mark, if it wasn't for him going on the Best Buy app one day, I wouldn't have one now. So I have since repaid my debt to him, and it is now officially mine. And I thanked him immensely for that already. But I'll tell you what, if you can get on there one day and you can somehow find out, I mean, if I find out anything about, what are we going to go into? It was sitting, it was sitting for too long.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Today we've got
Yeah, I turned the music off because it's annoying. There's really no good music on here, and I got to find a way to get the music in here. There is a way you can actually add music to this. I'll have to find a way to do that too. But I think that's going to be it for now. I'm going to come back on in a little while. I'm actually waiting for our dining room set to get here, and watch your life. Yeah. I'm going to be playing out like I did last year during the shortened season. We'll call it the pandemic season. I played it when they weren't playing, and when they started the sprint season, I played up until about July. So I'm not going to play every night because honestly, with Little League Baseball and playing Call of Duty and stuff like that, um, time will be limited. Yeah, I'll be on in a little while. I'm not going to do it at game time because I actually want to watch the game. But yeah, I'll definitely be on later to play. Hopefully you have your notifications on. That way you can watch. I'll be calling the action. I turned Vescursion and the boys off because they honestly didn't really do anything much in terms of adding to their commentary. I was a little disappointed there. I thought, they would have added more commentary to their banter. However, they did not do that. So not that I bring anything more to the table other than, hey, it's me. But we'll see. Anyway, Randall and everybody who's tuned in, thanks for watching. Phillies baseball, Phillies and Cardinals. I will, yes, sir, definitely. I'll be on a little bit later. I'll probably go on around 2 o'clock or whatever and play. Oh, thank you, buddy. I'll probably go on in a little while and play today's game. It's a 4:05 start, but I'll play around maybe 2-ish. And again, that'll be depending on availability for myself. So, well, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you on the flip side. This is Bilski signing off, and tune in a little later, and we'll play some baseball. All right? Thanks for watching, guys.